Alright. And here we are. Alright, as usual, we'll wait for people to get in. Just finished advertising. Alright. And, as you can see from the planet in the background, it did actually save our progress. So, this should be the last stream of Sonic Unleashed for right now. Oh, excuse me. All we have left to do is Eggman Land. But, as you... anyone who has played this game can tell you, yeah, it very much deserves its own stream. Alright. Yeah, apologies if I sound a bit different today. I have been practicing a lot of my voices, that I do. Just, general voices that I work on for voice acting as well as impressions I like to do. So yeah, you might notice I sound a bit rougher than I normally do. Alright. Just a few more minutes yet. Alright. Before I got rid of my save file to start this run, which I'm sure I'm going to mention, when the actual run itself when we actually get into the game, rather, is, like I said, I will occasionally replay these games, just to play the bosses, and the last thing I did on my previous save file before erasing it to start this playthrough is I ran through the last 3 bosses and I got S ranks on all of them. Because a fun thing that the game doesn't actually tell you about is the final boss has 2 different phases, Dark Gaia and Perfect Dark Gaia. Spoilers for Sonic Unleashed. The final boss has the second phase. But when you actually play through the game normally, like going from Eggman Land to Egg Dragoon to Dark Gaia to Perfect Dark Gaia, it doesn't actually keep a record. I don't even think it gives you a grade. It just jumps right into the final cutscene. And obviously end credits. It doesn't give you a rank, so you have to fight through Dark Gaia and Perfect Dark Gaia again if you want an actual rank. Which, if there's an all S rank speedrun of this game, I don't even know how they would handle that. Like, do you have to go back into the boss fight and fight it again? That kind of makes sense, but at the same time, then that makes the decision to not rank the player the first time, not even in the background, not really make that much sense. And I don't remember if there's any other Sonic game that handles it like that. Anyway, so you might have noticed I don't have anything yet. That's because we need to go to Shamar. Right. We need to go to Shamar and talk to Tails. That's fine, but please let me go. Luckily, this one's going to be a bit more gameplay intensive. We're not going to have a lot of, things that I have to read. Sonic! Come on, Sonic, Chip. Let's go restore that last piece of the planet. I've got the tornado on standby, ready to go. Ready to head out, Sonic? You bet! Let's fly! You got it, partner. Let's make tracks. We're almost at Eggman's main base, Sonic. I doubt he'll be happy to see us. I'd get ready for the welcome parade.
Guess they won't just let us through.
Again, this entire segment does not exist in the Wii and PS2 versions. Does Tails not have his little face tufts? Huh. But yeah, the final level or the final stretch of this game is a tornado section. Eggman Land itself, and then 3 boss fights all in a row. So I hope you either are confident in your abilities. Dang it! I accidentally rolled over the button. Alright. I like these set pieces. Very, very adventure-esque. I feel like this tackles the issue of, in the adventure games, you could just kind of sit in the corner and avoid everything. Meanwhile, this one you have to be proactive. You have to actually press the buttons. Whew. Okay. Nice. That was practice for some stuff later. Alright. There was something I was gonna say. You're joking, I accidentally pressed B a second time. Well, like I said, we're not going for perfection, we're just trying to get through the stage. But yeah, you just fight the egg cauldron again. It'll be exactly like last time. They don't really change it up that much. Which, once again, is very Adventure 1-esque. Ah. Considering that you fought... I think in that one it was the egg carrier, right? Because that was the game where it was introduced. Fun fact, I don't know if it exists in the original, but in Sonic Adventure DX, there was actually a sort of mecha dragon that I believe was supposed to be the boss of Sky Chase 2? Once again, I don't remember if it exists in the original or if it was something that they wanted to include in DX. As like, oh, this is a change from the original, so that way it's not the same thing twice. I don't remember, because I don't think we've ever gotten official word on what that was supposed to be, because obviously it was cut from the final game. Ah, come on. And then the egg cauldron was never talked about again. It was... I don't even think it's been mentioned. Like, I'm sure, like... it's been in, like, the background of some of the comics, like... I wouldn't doubt it makes a reappearance in the new IDW Sonic Scrapnik Land side story. But, is that a side... I don't know. I haven't had a chance to read Scrapnik Land yet. So I don't know if it's something to do with the main IDW story, or if it's just a side thing, like, something... A new adventure, to hold people over while they're prepping for the, next main storyline in, IDW.
I'll never understand Eggman's tastes. But get a good shot.
Friggin' ship.
Surprise? Yes, of course you are. Sonic! If you have any complaints, come deliver them to me in person. If you can, that is.
Alright.
He's enjoying this way too much. Sonic!
Ugh.
I can feel the last temple nearby.
So do you think all the, like, pictures that he's taking on the camera
We'll just have to tear it down.
is, like, slowly whittling away at the Dark Gaia energy that was used to create Eggman Land? Alright.
Here we go!
Whew, okay. This is not going to be a perfect run, or anything close to that. Case in point, I'm just hoping I don't run through all of my lives. There we go. Because Eggman Land is very difficult. If you know what you're doing, this stage can take around an hour. And that is because you have to switch between Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Werehog. That is the big gimmick for this level. It is also very, very difficult. As you would hope. Ah, come on. From a final level. Some people posit the theory that after Sonic 06, after Sonic 06, the Sonic brand was... Okay, fine. I won't do that then. Was in such a bad spot that they legitimately thought that this would be the last Sonic game that they would make. So they wanted to go out with a very big bang, hence why Eggman finally accomplished his goal of creating Eggman Land, something that was explicitly his goal since at least Sonic Adventure back in '98. Which I think is a very nice payoff. You know, if you think that the series is going to end, I was kind of hoping to, yeah, get you. There we go. And there we are. Certainly what isn't going to help the length of the stage is the fact that my strength is at level 1. But if you think I'm going to change that now, you haven't been paying attention. Oh, you jerk. Right, this is one of them fancy auto camera sections. Oh, please tell me I got rid of at least one of their shields. Yes! Get out of here with that garbage. Ah, come on. Seriously? Alright, fine. Until I kill some more of them. That was certainly a camera angle. Here, let me go to the worst possible section for visibility and charge a very slowly, Alright. Whew. Alright. So, up here, very simple, all you need to do is ride the, I'm assuming that's supposed to be magma that it's filled with. Considering that these have, you know, the flames, and whatnot shooting out of them. I don't find... Ah. Seriously? Alright. You know, I was going to say I don't find the flames themselves that big of an issue. But then it just killed me. Do not expect this at all to be an S rank run. Alright. Why did I, like, suddenly lurch forward there? Oh, you're having a laugh, aren't you? Yeah, methinks I should have also, practiced this, stage before restarting the playthrough as well. we go. You know? Oh, sweet, okay. There we go. Alright. Ah. He just barely went to the right. Come on, come on. Yes! Alright. Just because I want to get that out of the way. I know they give you a points bonus. I don't know if they actually give you a score bonus. Nice. I don't know if they actually give you an XP bonus. Whenever you... Nice. Okay, got rid of one of them. There we go. Got rid of the other. Oh, no. What I was hoping to do with that unleashed meter is take care of both of the shield dudes at the same time. Or the electric shield dudes, rather. Alright. Oh, you're just having a barrel of laughs, aren't you? There we go. Not bad at all. Alright, cool. Nope. Okay, not the one I wanted to hit. I'm not too worried about all of the enemy XP falling off the ground. Or falling off the platform, rather. Whew, okay. Mainly what I'm worried about is getting through without dying to every single section. Hey, just barely enough to get the sword. You know, I'm good. I'm just gonna chill over here for a second. Okay, fine. I shall retreat. Oh, you're joking. Alright, dang it. I was hoping to get a bit more damage done. Hey, nice. Oh, love that. Alright, that's fine. Oh, go ahead, rally troops. Alright. Hopefully this Comet Punch should be enough to take out this dude up front. And we can lay the smackdown on you. Alright. Now, this should bring us to the next... Oh, my controller batteries are low. I did prepare for this. I do have a set of AA batteries that I just placed next to the microphone. Alright, but yes, this brings us to our next Sonic the Hedgehog section. With our next gimmick that they brought back in, I want to say, I'm... Hello? I want to say they brought this back in colors. But it's the Eggman platforms that sort of pop out. Dang it! I should have waited just a hair longer, just a quill longer. All right. Nope. Whew. That was close. All right. I will try going down here, or going up this way one more time. I had a feeling I would have needed to jump. There we go. That was a touch risky, but you know what? I don't care. As long as I can get through the friggin' section. Right. That's one up that you are forced to get each time you go through that pipe is pretty invaluable. Like I said, one-ups respawn each time you die. And this section is certainly not the easiest one to get through. I pretty much always take damage somewhere. And as you might have noticed... Whew, excuse me? I have questions about that, Hitbox. As you might have noticed, there are no sun and moon medals in this stage. That's because it's the final level, like... What else are you going to be, I thought that was a ledge that you stepped on, not one that you had to, grab onto. Which is why I took a nice little lava bath there. But yes, as you can see, the platforms are crumbling. So you very much have to be careful. I'm just going to grab this life, just because it's very easy to grab. It's right next to the beginning. I might actually head for... Come on, jump. Please. Thank you. Yeah, this pipe over here, and then just... Whoa! Reconvene up here. Because this section is very treacherous. That's fine. I will damage boost through. Why? Grab. Thank you. Nope. Camera, work with me here. Alright. There we go. Yes, pressing the claw swipe button when you are grabbing onto something like those little pegs, I guess you would call them, allows you to just drop down. So don't try to be fancy with it. You can just get away with Why can you not grab them when they're stunned? No, let me. Great. Well, guess we're doing that section again. I'm not gonna be farming for lives, so I'm just gonna go up here and grab these two. Oh, but there was something I was saying. Oh, right, when you are grabbing onto something, you can just press the claw swipe button, which is X on Xbox and square on PlayStation. And you can pretty handily drop off of there. Oh yeah, why doesn't the game allow you to grab onto enemies that you yourself stunned? No, no, no. Ah. I wonder if there's any sort of grab mechanic in Sonic Frontiers. I don't know, but apparently, copies have been spotted out in the wild. I have not seen any spoilers yet. I highly recommend anybody who might be watching this live or might be catching the stream highlights before Sonic Frontiers comes out to avoid a lot of news outlets are pretty good about not spoiling things, especially when it comes from, you know, leaks like this, where the game is in people's hand early. You know, there's the chance that somebody on YouTube doesn't really care about that, and will make the final boss their thumbnail. So yeah, just be careful when it comes to looking up Sonic Frontiers news and whatnot. You might see a bit more than you were hoping for. Come on, get out of here, you joke. There we go. Alright. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this should be the last dude. Excuse you? Why do you have priority over me? You know, I feel like that was kind of a waste of an interaction. Alright, so, if you want to, you can just go through there, but I'm feeling adventurous. That almost turned out very poorly. Alright. I accidentally grabbed a bit too close to where I was hoping to. But... is there really nothing over there? What's the point? Oh, I didn't go far enough to grab that book. I'm not going to grab that book. Eventually, I will, you know, sort of play through the rest of this file, play through any extra stages I like, try to get as many S ranks as I can, fully upgrade Sonic, get Sonic and Chip's friend level to 100%, which I believe I started talking about this like 2 streams ago, but there is a hidden friendship mechanic in this game. Doesn't really do much of anything, but it's there. Why, when I am hitting the shield enemies, am I just getting pushed? I don't get it. Oh, you're just having a laugh, ain't you? Yeah, what is going on with these enemies' collision today? Oh, nice. That was perfectly set up. Now, in between the time of the, yeah, first and second wave spawning. Oh, I feel like I punched that hitbox and it counted as damage for me. Alright. Get out of here, you twos. Not like you two's the brand, like you two as in doing a funny accent and saying you two. Alright, cool. Now we should have one more... No. Yes, okay. I was about to say, we should have one more, sort of wizard dude spawning in. Alright. And there we go. Now, because I'm not going for the artwork, I can go back to the main stage. Alright. Now... What? Hello? There we go. What is this camera angle? I don't think I've ever seen the game do this. Stop grabbing on to that one section, Sonic. Hello? Okay, there we go. That is interesting. And by interesting, I mean I never want that to happen again. Okay. I don't remember. I think it's this way. Well, no. I think both paths lead to water. But I'm more concerned about getting any collectibles. And here a drop shadow underneath Sonic would be very beneficial. Gee, I really hope I got the drop on that, dude. There we go. Even at level 1, you can take him out pretty handily with just... Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever gone this way. What did this do for me? What? No, seriously, what did I gain from going on that path? I'd rather just go over here. You know, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Oh, I see, okay. I do want to get that piece of music, though. Ah, hello. Wah! Sonic! Oh, we're not there yet. What just happened? The camera angle changed. And then it went, oh, you wanted to go over here? Be real nice. Ooh, okay. Good to know. I'm not gonna go for that one up. I'm just gonna make it over here. What are with these funky camera angles? Oh, that's a jerk move. Just, yeah, right when they think they're safe, we'll just change the camera angle on them. I believe there's a piece of concept art behind me. Yeah, anybody who wants to go grab that for me can go do that. I'm not going to bother. The more enemies I can stagger. Oh, you're having a laugh, aren't you, pal? There we go. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe unarmed badniks, I completely forgot what they were called. I was hoping for a power up. Didn't get it. What? That egg pawn dude just teched that. He teched that. Frame 1 recover. All right. But as you can see, the dudes who were piloting the Egg Devil Ray that we explicitly saw over in Spagonia actually make their debut, unless there is a stage where I just never noticed them in the chaos of the nighttime. Well, no, because they're Eggman robots, and Eggman robots typically don't show up in the night stages. There we go. Alright. I am so close to another use of the Unleash Cage. And I don't get to use it. Alright. Alright, let me just rack up some combo here so I can get some leash gauge early. I cannot stand these shield dudes. Like, the gunners might not seem like that big of an issue, primarily because this entire run I have been prioritizing them whenever possible. But if you do not pay attention to them, they can ruin your day. Case in point, when you don't move, when you don't try to move out of their line of fire, it's suddenly a lot harder. Alright, come on. I just need... Okay, cool. Oh, you're joking me. Okay, I'm glad that it counted that as being before I grabbed the health upgrade. They could have very much been jerks about that and just went, oh no, you healed before you got hit. Oh no. Don't do this to me. Not now. I'm so close. Come on. Break those shields. Yes! Aw, you wanted to do an attack. Is what the Eggpon said to me. Alright. There we go. Alright. And at some point this year, we will finish with this room. Because if you want to, you can try to ignore the egg pawns and just hit the door lever. Considering how much trouble they give me normally, I decided to forgo that. Come on. Ah! Okay, cool. Look at that. Oh. And next Sonic the Hedgehog section. Okay, cool. I don't think you can even use springs as Sonic the Werehog. Yeah, and that's what happens when you get hit by those. It just doesn't care if you could have survived that. It just goes, nah. If you are anywhere within that sort of radius, it just drops you out of it. Or it just takes over control and spits you out. I'm play a platform game. I'm jump. Alright, come on. Jesus. Hey. There we go. Holy hell. Alright. You know what? I think I deserved that. But an interesting thing about Sonic Frontiers, going back to that real quick, is, for those who don't know, the boost button is on the right trigger, which, you know, will help with, please go left. Which will certainly help. Oh, they really don't want you to get that one up, apparently. Which will help with accidental, air dashes. I don't know if there's, the homing dash in Frontiers. It would be very nice, considering the homing attack is once again like Sonic Unleashed on the X button, or the square button if you're playing PlayStation. Alright. Will the same mistake happen a third time in a row? Yes, it will. Okay. I am just barely getting these, and I am so glad. Do I have to hold forward and A? Like, why? What am I not getting? Okay, I just have to jump. Oh, please. And that dude's not gonna respawn, is he? Well, it's a robot, it's an id. Oh. Oh, the camera certainly does you no favors in sections like this. This is from an alternate path you could have taken, isn't it? You love to see it. Alright. Oh, this one. Whew. When I was a kid, I had such a hard time with that one. Which, I'm very glad they put a checkpoint. Whatever. It's the end of the section. Oh, Sonic. I believe if you screw up this section enough, it just cuts you off. So you have to do the werehog bit. Dang it. Alright. I'm going to give that section another shot. Cool. Yeah. But what I like is, you know, obviously it gives you the chance. Howdy, I was just informed I'm a bit late. Well, thank you for showing up. I am doing alright. This stage is very long, so, you know, still going through Eggman Land. Let's see, do I have to drop down, or is this one of those things where... Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop down. Okay. Well, that was great and grand and fun, and oh yay, more of my favorite electric shield enemies. This stage looks hard. Yes, this stage you play as both the Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Werehog. If you know what you're doing without doing out of bounds, well, if you're doing this stage as the developers intended, without doing any out of bounds shenanigans, this stage takes roughly an hour, even more so, especially since I have been dying a lot, especially in sections where it's just like, okay, you probably shouldn't have died there. But yeah, no, this is Eggman Land. This is the thing that he's been trying to create for years at this point, both in terms of when it was first brought up in the story, in at least explicitly mentioned in the games in Sonic Adventure 1 back in 1998, as well as, obviously, and yes, this is very much what they call a test of endurance. It's that long. It is that long, yes. Especially when you keep dying. Who just casually has that much time for one level? Well... when... As the story goes, they think that this is the last Sonic game they're going to realistically make. They really want to go out with a bang. And wow, I just keep jumping into that fun fan. I don't want to do this stupid section. Can I? Please? Alright. Let me... Oh, I'm going to have to go over here to hit the trigger to get the enemies to spawn. I think the longest I can go for is 8.5 minutes before I get bored. Yeah, the nighttime stages certainly go on for a bit longer than that in this game. And this stage is no exception, but like I said, it's special in that it is a hybrid daytime and nighttime stage. Is this one of the ones where the enemies spawn forever and I have to do this? Because they aren't dropping any experience, and I don't think those two have noticed me yet. Alright, I like all the exploring. Yeah. Hello? There we go. Also, either my health is glitching out and it's not showing that I'm getting hurt, or it's just not I'm used to very high difficulty in very short time. I'm not good with stamina. That's fair. Okay, now my health bar isn't glitching out. That just wasn't damaging me for some reason. Please get up. Losing to a fan lol. Yeah, you know what? We don't want to talk about it. Please die. There we go. want to do that anyway. Dumb. Stupid. Alright, I really hope that killing all the enemies is what they wanted me to do. 'Cause if not, this was a... Hello. Hitboxes? Then this was kind of a waste of time. Okay, cool. Whew. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that was exactly what I wanted to have happen. Oh, okay, hello. Well, that would have been cool if I hit a single enemy. Let me just get you. Cool. Alright, hopefully that was enough to take it out. It's hot. I want to play it. Is Shadow the Hedgehog 3D and sorta like this game, or how does Shadow work? So Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, has a lot more to do with gunplay, but yes, it has a very similar focus on combat. He's hot, so I want to play it sometime. Well, you certainly have quite a bit of game to go off of, because you have to beat the story a minimum of 10 times to unlock the true final section in that game. Okay, there we go. Right. I'm hoping the rest of these fans also don't hurt you. Alright, cool. What I will say is I'm very glad that they are generous with the extra lives in this stage. Okay. 10 times, yes. The main gimmick of Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, you're just having a laugh, aren't you? Alright, I hope the game isn't too long, but sounds fun. Yeah, so the main thing, you're mainly playing the first stage 10 times because that game has a morality system, and that chooses what stage you go on next. So there are a total of 5 different sort of branching paths in that game. You can do neutral missions, hero missions, and dark missions. And depending on your allegiance, it determines what stage you play next. And it very much doesn't have to be 10 times all in one sitting. Obviously, you can come back and play it later. The one thing is, you start off in the first stage, Westopolis, every single time. Yeah, okay. Sonic, please. Ooh, fancy? Yes. And to make it interesting, they give you, sort of little unlockables that you can find. There are 5 keys hidden in each stage. Sonic games are so much more advanced than I remember. Yeah, people don't really give the series credit for especially a lot of the replay value that they try to put into each game, because Sonic games are very much games that they want you to replay and sort of memorize how the stage layout is, to get better and better with each subsequent run. I have the Unleash meter. I don't have to play by your rules. The fans again, yeah. Honestly, the fans... well, some of them, not all of them. A lot of them do give Sonic games the time of day. I find it's more the general public just kind of plays through a Sonic game once and just goes, wow, there were some sections that were difficult in a fun way, and there are some sections where it's like, how did you expect me to know that? Anyway, want to see that section again? Alright. You know, I'm glad these can't kill me, but they're just kind of a hindrance. Just gonna grab that just in case. Rip. Yeah. It's, it is, as the kids say, not ideal. But hey, considering that most of the egg pawns just can't get up a little lip in the ground, I don't have to deal with most of them. I say as I get shot in the face multiple times. Anyway. So now we are coming up on the last stretch of the stage. And we have more of these Titan dudes to fight. Not to be confused with Sonic Frontiers Titans. These... Oh no, hot boss fight! Oh, just you wait. This is one of the last rooms of Eggman Land, and then pretty much the rest of the game is just 3 boss fights in a row. I don't want to grab the dude. Let me glory kill. Ooh! That was fun. Oh, hi. Yes. Health, please. Stop going after the enemies. Ugh. Okay, you know what? That's enough health. Ugh. Alright. I'm just gonna focus on, Big Dude. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me by Big Dude. Alright. Hello. I am glad that there's, sort of friendly fire in this game when it comes to the enemies. I pressed the run button instead of the jump button. I have no one to blame but myself. Because if there wasn't, and I had to take out all of the enemies by myself, I don't think I would have completed this game, honestly. Like, yes, I do this sort of self-imposed challenge where everything but my combat stat is level 1. But you know what? That's because the game is made in such a way that I can do that. What is the ultimate combo that I just got? Ultimate wild combo. Okay. I think I remember what this was. Why did I just try to stagger this dude? Alright. Don't jump, don't jump. Yes! Perfect. No! Oh, get up. Thank you. Oh! Yay! Hope you're ready to do that again. This time, I am just going to focus on Big Man over here. He does enough damage with his AoE attacks that I feel like I don't have to focus on the goons for the most part. Hello? Alright. How did that dude's hand not get in the way of that? Yeah, how's everybody in chat doing today? There we go, get rid of that friggin' shield. Oh, it's the stun shield dudes that are hitting him. Hyper B over here. The tail has a hitbox. The more you know, I guess. I wish all chat members of the chat, a good day. Because, well, my day wasn't too bad. It's just kind of been, I'm doing okay, I think, but am vibing to Sonic movies now. Well, I'm glad you're starting to get better. I have never had this much contempt for the element of lightning than I have. You know what? Screw it. Well. Got it. Okay. So. I was hoping that that wouldn't have happened. Alright. Because look at how much health that recovered. Game really said nah. Okay. Now you might be wondering, Max, why aren't you using your Unleash mode? And that, I say, you'll find out soon enough. Or, you know, if I ever get that far. Was half asleep half a second ago. The heck happened? I died! You didn't miss much. But yes, we are very much at a level, that being level 1, where, unless I am in Unleash mode, I cannot stagger big dude. Alright. Okay. Why are you like that, though? Oh. You know, it's a good thing I didn't try to do this as a speed run. Like, I know you can just kind of skip this with, out of bounds shenanigans. But this is just straight up a not good time with, level 1 strength. Those stun locks look so annoying. Oh yeah, no, trust me, they are. If they look annoying, trust me, they're even worse to play. Heh, get staggered, idiot. Come on. Well, doesn't matter. Alright. I will say, if I die 3 more... I didn't want to do that. If I die 3 more times, I will just bite the bullet and level up my health. Or my strength, either way. But I will actually upgrade something else other than combat. Not because I don't believe I can do it. It's just that I'm not just playing this for myself, I'm playing this for an audience. And I didn't exactly advertise this as a, sort of level 1 stats run. Oh, good. You jumped too. Can you not for like 2 seconds? Well, there we go. I mean, I guess he technically stopped for 2 seconds. Alright, come on. No! Do your club bash. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say, I have a sneaking suspicion. Alright. Cool. Idiot. Why did my cancel not work? If anything, I think it took longer. Oh, thank you. But the reason why I did not use my Unleash meter is because that is not the last one. Now we get to face 2 of them. In a room with a healer. Now, as much as... Love that. As much as this sounds super duper impossible, honestly, I find this room with the 2 titans, when they aren't just stun locking me back to back. Whew. I find this room, with all the commotion and everything going on, I think I'd spent at least 2 hours doing this. Yeah! Whew. No, 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 no! Please! No! I was going to say I find this easier than the first room. I am so upset. Well, we get to do this again. I'm hoping that I don't spend 2 hours doing this. Whoa. They worked in tandem just to make my day worse. The fights don't seem difficult, they're just long and slow. Yes, once again, a part of that is my self-imposed challenge of doing this with all of my stats at level 1 except for combat. But no matter your strength level, if an egg pawn hits you while you are doing an attack, it cancels out of it. Or anybody, really. You are a fragile. I don't like the idea of going back-to-back boss fights without saving. It makes game so much harder. I agree. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Alright. Like I said, 2 more attempts, and then I will upgrade some of my other stats. Just so that way it's not becoming sort of tedious content for people to watch. If I had advertised this as a challenge run, I would have said, well, you know, it's a challenge. You're going to get these long, difficult sections when you're... no. When you're doing this, but because I just kind of advertised this as a casual run, I'm not going to subject y'all to that. At some point, I might do a true level 1 run, including like the DLC and whatnot, just because why not? It's fun to do things that make you want to pull your hair out sometimes. It's a very, very, very good time. Okay, cool. There we go. Now, should be able to do this room. The reason why I find this second room easier than the first is because While, yes, there are two Titans, and as I said, they can just kind of stun lock you back to back. Oh. They can damage each other. And it is very funny, watching them go back and forth and hitting each other. I didn't want to grab that. Did you just heal them? No, okay. Oh, you're joking. Okay, one more run! I swear. And then I will do the upgrades. Look at that dude strutting like he owns the place. Oh, how did I miss? Did I get hit by the club? You're an ass. Okay. I love this enemy. I'm so glad that he was a needed addition in this game. You know, I was sitting there going, I'm having too much fun with this game. I wish there was an enemy who could just stun me for a good 2 to 3 seconds. I think that would be a good inclusion. Alright. Please just kill this dude in particular. You hit everybody except for the guy that I wanted you to hit. Alright, well. Cool and nice. You're done. You're done. Oh, please. What was that? Alright. I should have... Okay, cool. I was about to say, when using the Unleash gauge, you don't take damage. Oh, please. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh. Cool, so we're upgrading our strength and our health. Yeah, I would much rather just get through this section with a bit more of a fighting chance than have y'all sit through however long this would take. Just doing it the way that I've been trying to do it. I was just about to jump, too. No, please, please. Cool. Alright. But now that we're back to killing enemies, sort of, what do you call it? Quicker, this section should go a lot smoother. As you can see, it didn't take 2 years just to get that dude. And in fact, it was so nice, I think we're going to upgrade our stats a second time. I didn't even use the attack upgrade they gave me. Oh, it's so much of a difference going from level 1 to even just level 3. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to shred through them, because I don't want to be overconfident. But you should notice a substantial difference in how long it takes to beat these dudes. Dang it. Alright. You know, at some point, you would think that I would, you know, be ready to jump. Alright. I kinda deserve that. How does it feel? No! Dang it. Oh, please. Oh, please. Thank you. I kind of wish the shield was just a general defense stat. That should have dissipated. Can I get up, please? Come on! What is this garbage? Thank you. Holy... No! Would you two stop jumping? Please! Okay, cool. Wizard staggered them. Did I ever say that I was good at video games? Because if I did, I was lying. And I apologize. Alright. I swear to gods, if you stomp one more time... Ah! I'm not good at them either. Yeah. Difference is you aren't streaming yourself playing it. Nice. Decent rhythm games. I would like to think that I'm good at rhythm games. Or at the very least, competent enough to get through the songs. Okay. Okay. You're done, pal. You're done. Oh, neat. You just have to beat the big dude. But because I need as much XP as I can get, you know, at some point, you have to decide whether or not it's worth it. I play Osu. Oh, that's less of a rhythm game. I mean, I feel that's as much of a rhythm game as any others. And now we upgrade my strength one more time and my health twice. I think the last rhythm game I played was Don't Start This. Not again. Was Parappa the Rapper. Which is very fun. But I don't know if, like, the cheap Master Chicken, whatever, is bugged on the PSP version or something. Because I have heard discussion of, no! Of the original PlayStation 1 version also being very demanding with, your timing. But part of it feels like it's just straight up bugged at some points. I am going to die. Okay, I'm not dead yet. We'll see how long that lasts. But I'm pretty sure that I have beaten Parappa the Rapper. I know I've beaten Parappa the Rapper 2, at least on normal and the first replay of hard mode. I have a funny story about that. I have a friend who also played. Excuse me. Who also played Parappa the Rapper 2 with me. And he got a You Rapping Cool on his first try, but he had no idea what it was. And so it's just like, what do? It's not giving me anything to do. And I'm just like, press any button. And he just did nothing. It's just like, dude, come on. You're about to lose. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. And I was just like, I told you, just press any button. He just kind of stared at the controller for a couple of seconds until the You Rapping Cool went back to normal. And then it's just like, I have been trying so much to get you rapping cool on this song, and you just casually get it your first time, and then just do nothing with it. For those who don't know, You Rappin' Cool in the Parappa the Rapper games is a mode where the game essentially lets you freestyle if it likes if you manage to sort of impress the teacher, because an hour 20. The fact that if I had just stayed and killed that last enemy, I would have had enough experience makes me sad. If the dude you're rapping with vibes with what you're doing enough, it lets you essentially freestyle. And then you just have to come up with your own sort of rhythm and combination to the music. And it's very much what you want. It gives you, like, the biggest score bonus, I believe. And can even let you skip entire sections of the song, if you don't like doing them. But that being said, I have a hard time getting You Rappin' Cool. Like, I'll start to get it, and like the game will be ready to transition into the You Rappin' Cool, and then it just kind of, nah. Alright. But now we have some of my favorite boss fights in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. Thematically, they are amazing. In terms of the actual boss fight itself,
That's great, Chip.
it's, for the most part, they're very fun.
Thanks to you.
There is a section that, when we get to it, I will say, hey, the Wii version did this so much better, but then it balances out because this version did the other half of the fight much better. So, you know, it's a give and take.
It appears that Sonic has restored the last of the Chaos Emeralds. Things should settle down around here before long.
That's right. Satellite footage confirms that the last piece is moving back into place.
Oh, it's so pixelated.
That's wonderful. I'll await your safe return then. You can
Did that say Professor Semicolon Laboratory?
I'll be happy to fill you in, Professor.
Also, the tornado gets shot out of the sky, but that doesn't really mean anything in terms of the story. It just kind of happens. Like,
Do you feel that?
it gets somewhat of a payoff, I guess. But, like, I don't know.
Looks like you're a bit too late, Sonic.
Eggman!
Thanks to my wondrous technology, Dark Gaia is whole and complete. I harnessed its energy to put together this little creation. Behold, the
It's a good thing that it's, so that's the Egg Dragoon. It's also known as the Ultra Hyper Prototype 1, as you just heard. And it's a good thing he called it that, because this thing shows back up, well, it shows up in Sonic Generations, but it shows back up in Sonic Forces. And, like, I don't think they give it any lip service, because, you know, I have my misgivings with the run of Pontac and Graf as writers for Sonic. But once again, I wish them the best. I hope that people don't harass them.
This gorge
but I don't think they ever, like, bring up, like, oh, it's the Egg Dragoon again. Or, this is the Hyper Ultra Prototype 2. But, like,
Even you won't last long against this one. That lit a part of
this boss fight is so good at demonstrating Eggman's sort of exasperation with fighting Sonic. Like, as the fight goes on, he becomes more and more, give it a bonk, Sonic! Thank you, Chip, I will. He becomes more and more sort of, upset with Sonic. And you hear sort of, like, exasperation, in his voice. I believe he just says, like, shut up and die already, at one point. Also, these, like I was talking about, in some of the boss fights before, are all scripted, QuickTime events, so it's going to be the same button prompts each and every single time, which is why you might be able to hear me mashing. Out of my sight! Sometimes the animation plays as intended and it, like, drills through the ground, but sometimes it does that, where it's nowhere near even touching the platform, and it just kind of, you know, does the thing. Where it kind of drifts to the side and it's really funny to watch. Ah. Alright, and then he should be going back to his ice projectile, yeah. Alright, and then one more cycle and we should be able to take him out. Ugh, lost control again? Don't fall apart on me now!
Lost control again! Don't fall apart on me now! Let's do this!
There are a few random, QuickTime button prompts. It's always going to be BAY or circle, triangle, cross, if you're playing PlayStation. But I believe these ones are the random ones. Which, if you aren't paying attention, can throw you for a loop. Also, yes, you there is one more button prompt after the big smash. So, pay attention, because I have seen that ruin a lot of people's sort of runs of this boss fight. Alright.
How could I lose? This isn't over. I'll build a
Once again, I believe Marza Animation Planet was the studio behind developing the CG cutscenes in this game, which I love their work. Them and Blur Studio, both of which had a hand in making the CG elements like Sonic the Hedgehog himself. For also, I love that he just has his Dreamcast in there. Like, Like, he's just been waiting for a chance to set it up, but he hasn't had a time since Sonic's been sort of messing with his plans. But, Mars Animation Planet, Blur Studios, both of them helped in the production of both Sonic movies, and they have both worked on the CG for Sonic games.
Sonic, what's wrong?
God, this fight is so cool. It's such a grotesque design. Like, the first phase is fine, but the second phase, ooh, you'll see it when we get there.
Sonic!
Chip! Run, Chip!
Also, hell yeah.
Seven lights of the earth rekindled.
God, this scene is so dope.
What's happening? Wow, that's just incredible. The temple!
Awaken and gather here to me.
Awaken.
How can people hate Chip? He's so cool. Like, he's adorable. His antics are goofy, but not in a way that, like, detracts from the main experience of the game. And, like, yeah, he's so cool. I just said that. But yes. Unfortunately, this is the section that I think is done much better in the Wii and PS2 version. Because well, we'll go over my troubles I have with this sort of boss fight as the fight goes on. But first off, this is just a dope, like, stage to set your final boss in. You're just in the core of the earth, flying around, punching, like, boulders out of the air, and dodging giant laser blasts from a tentacle monster. Like, this is so dope. And I feel like people do not give the atmosphere of this sort of final encounter enough credit. 'Cause, like, you really feel like you're fighting for the sake of the entire world. Obviously, that helped, world adventure. These are all random. QTEs, by the way. So I do have to pay attention to which button it says. Otherwise, I take damage and get pushed back and have to do that entire section over. I believe it spawns you a bit closer. But yeah. Anyway, you just, oh, it's so good. And then you might be like, wow, this is a large departure from, the rest of the game. Don't worry. You get to run around as Sonic and take on Dark Eye that way as well.
Time for the big finale.
And as you can see in the upper left corner, the time is not ticking up, but down. You have to get to these. Whew, I almost pressed the wrong button. you have to press the button, or you have to get to that ramp to get the final QTE. In the time allotted, otherwise you die and have to redo this section. But this is where I get into my first problem. Each time you succeed in doing damage to Dark Gaia, obviously, as you saw, it pushes you back. In the Wii version, you don't get pushed back and instead do the 3 platforming segments all at once. So I feel like that helps. The other thing is that has more of a sort of boxing, kind of like Punch-Out, is the comparison that I always hear people talk about when talking about the final boss on the Wii version. Especially with the Wii version and its motion controls. I feel like, you know, if they would have given 3 rounds to that one, and then 1 round to this section, where you just kind of slowly go towards it, punching boulders out of the air, which, once again, is a dope set piece. And God, it's so cool. But I think especially on replay, it gets a bit tedious.
Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak spot. Quick, while I hold him back. Hurry, Sonic.
Okay,
Gaia's getting ready to do something.
there we go.
Hang tight, Chip.
I will say, this, where he homing attacks the eye a whole bunch of times, is very gross. Alright. But now we are on the 3rd and final one. Third and final run, rather. As you can see, the boulders are starting to go faster. And there will be less openings for you to go through. Excuse me, I was blocking. Alright. I'm not entirely sure if there's a way to 100% dodge the laser, but what I always do is I get as far as I can, and then I just hold the block button at the last second. Alright, and then this one should be over here. Oh! Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, there we go. Yes, and these QTEs go by very quickly. One thing I will say is you only have the 4 face buttons and the bumpers to worry about. You don't have to worry about pressing the triggers for any of the QuickTime event sequences. For anybody who hasn't played this game and was curious on why we haven't gotten any sort of like left or right trigger prompts. Alright, now this last one, it is very difficult, so I might go quiet just to make sure I get through it.
Hurry, Sonic! Dark Gaia is getting ready to do something! Hang tight, Chip!
Alright, cool. Ugh. I love that little, like, pause to smile for the camera. Like, that... It's just so full of, what do you call it? Personality. Alright. But, as I alluded to before, there is a second phase. And this part in the PS3 and Xbox 360 version, I would say is much better than the Wii version. The Wii version is fine. But this is so much cooler. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, it ends up being a lot less challenging because by the end it just becomes a whole lot of QuickTime events. But I think it's really cool and fun.
It was broad daylight a minute ago.
Dark Gaia has regained its true power.
How? We punched it a whole bunch. It shouldn't have been able to awaken.
Shall be plunged into the dark of night, the dark of destruction. Oh, that it should come to this. We're doomed. The planet is lost.
That won't happen.
Also, I like that we don't even see Empire City. Like, it really was just something that they wanted to include. Also, yeah, that kind of spoiled it, but we're going to play as Supersonic. Yes, this scene is so gross. And weirdly graphic. Like, I don't think we needed to see the arms bulging out of the torso and it, like, them bloodily protruding out. Also, yeah, those teeth? No, those are tongues. And, like, how many tongues does this dude need? That is entirely too many tongues. Oy. By the way, in a little teaser trailer that we got, we finally got to see Supersonic in CG again for Sonic Frontiers. And I'm just excited for that game in general. But the fact that you use Supersonic outside of just the final boss fight is something that I am very excited for. Also, Supersonic works a bit differently than he does in most other games. He has a health bar, as you can see at the bottom. Which is very abnormal for a Supersonic fight. Typically, you would just have 50 plus rings that would drain constantly. I like the idea of Supersonic having a health bar as like a one-time thing. Kind of glad that it didn't like become the norm, because like the rings draining is such an iconic mechanic, and it's a good way to balance out how powerful the form is in and of itself. But as for right now, we are trying to get rid of Dark Gaia's tentacles. These were the little wispy things that we saw chilling on Dark Gaia's back earlier. I have actually been getting great cycles for this. I say, and then I immediately You have sort of this, like, paraloop, sci-loop thing. It doesn't really do much, honestly. I think it's supposed to be used to draw the tentacles out. But you know, it is what it is. Come on. No! Please. Oh, he's so close to dying. Please, no. Get out here. Please. Okay, cool. That was the last one. Alright. And now here is where it gets into just essentially being QTEs. These ones are all scripted again. These are going to be the exact same ones. It goes B, Y. The entire left side of his body is just going to be Y. It's just, I guess, his right, our left, is the only one that changes. And it's always B, X, A, Y. Or circle, triangle, square, triangle, cross, triangle. And then this one, get ready to button mash, because it's 60 X prompts, or square if you're playing on PlayStation. Be careful, because if you accidentally press another button, it will count that, and you will instantly lose. Luckily, it gives you a checkpoint right before the BY, XY, AY section, which is how I've gotten to memorize that little bit. Normally, I press the button on the frame you're able to, so it skips the prompt entirely. But I just wanted to show, for posterity's sake, I guess, what the button prompts actually are. And let me tell you, as a kid, I had a hell of a time with that last, like, mashing square or X 60 times. Yeah, it was... It was difficult. I did it, but it took me quite a few tries. I think I'm mainly going to be silent for these last few cutscenes. Just because they're, like, so good, you know? But yes, with Dark Gaia forcefully put to rest once again, we now see everybody celebrating. They noticed, oh, the day is back to daytime. Thank you, Sonic. Thank you, Chip. Yeah, they really didn't show Empire City at all, did they? Oh, yeah.
Pleasant morning, wouldn't you say, Doctor? You can simply begin your plans anew, even if all of your efforts this last time were utterly wasted, even if it was a complete and utter humiliating loss, even the most pathetic loser in all the world.
See, like... I love the way that he runs off. I think that because Eggman was seen as a threat, well, kind of, as a threat throughout this game, I think that, you know, something like that is deserved, but when it's just, like, constantly just like, oh, look at you, you are a failure, haha, you're a loser, it just kind of deflates the tension when nobody's intimidated of the main villain. Now,
been destroyed.
am I saying that
To rest.
making Tails afraid of
Rises up, then
Chaos Zero, something that he's fought when it was powered up with 4 different Chaos Emeralds, is the way to go? No.
will of the planet itself.
What I'm saying is there needs to be a balance of tone.
We've got to get things ready for Sonic's coming home.
Like, yeah, like, I'm not saying that Sonic should be like, oh no, is that Eggman? I gotta get out of here. But, alright.
Sonic. Sonic, you must live. Chip?
Oh, yeah. So it's just like this really heartfelt goodbye. And then he just throws him through the earth as he sinks into the lava. And then, of course, cinematic parallels. We started the game with Sonic face planting into the landscape of Apatow, and now it ends with him doing the same thing.
Ow. I'll never forget you. I'll be here by you, always. A part of the earth you tread.
Okay, first off, why didn't they, like, have Chip's armband be on Sonic's arm after you complete the game? That would have been so cool. Like, it's a little detail that you probably wouldn't have been able to see otherwise. But just knowing that it's there would have been such a cool little detail. And, like, yes, Chip is still around, so I guess that's why they didn't do it. But at the same time, Tomoya Otani, that's who it was, who is also doing the soundtrack for Frontiers. Speaking of Frontiers, the second thing that I was going to say, Chip's bracelet better be an item that you can get and equip in that game, because you can equip different, like, costumes on Sonic. And so if there isn't, like, a Werehog costume, like, obviously it doesn't have to change the gameplay, but, like, a Werehog costume, or at the very least, Chip's bracelet. Because I don't think we really see it in any of the other games. I could be misremembering it, but I don't think we see it. But yeah, even with, you know, me screwing up and not being the greatest at playing this game, I still love this game. You know, they took risks, they challenged the players to sort of take this newer style of play from Sonic Rush, which came out in 2005 on the DS, and sort of expanded it into something that is really exhilarating but still fun to replay in that Sonic sense of, okay, I know how to get through the stage, but how can I zip through here? Like, what can I do to sort of get through here with the least possible resistance? What is the coolest, the best path you can take, sort of? You know, and that's something that I feel like people don't give the developers of this game enough credit for. You know, people claim that it's just boost to win. Something that they've also taken the time to address in Frontiers, because the boost no longer destroys enemies. You actually have to do combat. It can assist you in dodging and moving around the enemies, which is something that the Werehog very much could have taken advantage of. I can't stand being juggled by those big dudes. But, like, you know, the flow of the combat in this game was very much something that we hadn't seen in Sonic before. Like, we had the gunplay in Shadow the Hedgehog, and, you know, the enemies with health bars introduced in Sonic Heroes. Where you just kind of mashed one button and there was really no combo. Oh, that's adorable. I completely forgot about that picture with Lentos and Chao. But, like, that being said, I really feel like they took the time after Sonic 06 to sort of figure out what they wanted to do for this game, and then fleshed it out, and I think it really paid off. Like, if I could just stop saying like for 2 seconds. Zoinks. Once again, my voice is a bit tattered. Now is as good a time as any to remind y'all to hydrate. But sort of the love, care, and dedication that this game got is something that I really didn't feel in a lot of the games after this. Like, I don't doubt that there was passion behind it. I don't want to say, oh, you know, they phoned it in, you know, this, that, or the other thing. You know, gods forbid, they were lazy and just, you know, crap something out. I don't... No. But... you really feel... I love that. You really feel the passion the developers had behind this, because, you know, I'm pretty sure they believed that this was their last Sonic game. At least that's what I have been told. That, you know, after Sonic 06 nearly killed the franchise, also, with Tomoyo Otani showing up so many times, the soundtrack to this game, known as Planetary Pieces, is so good. Like, if y'all get nothing out of this, leave this stream or this stream archive, whatever it is. Why is Ergo there? That's kind of funny. Leave knowing that The soundtrack is amazing, and you should definitely listen to it on your own time. But I just didn't really feel the same passion for games like Sonic. Sonic Unleashed being a sort of anthology, greatest hits, sort of blast to the past. You certainly did feel a lot of love in that game, which I feel like was kind of hampered by being an anniversary title that didn't really have the time to be delayed to get the proper time that they needed to sort of make the game more polished. I certainly think that by the way, the lighting in this photo of like Werehog Sonic being outlined by the setting sun is so cool. Anyway, I'm going to stop getting distracted, if that is at all possible. But like with that one, I just feel like there's something missing. It might just be because it's one of the shorter Sonic games. But certainly I feel like they could have gone a bit further, a bit more in depth. Sonic Colors, yeah, those are all the hot dog vendors you can find around the world. Sonic Colors is fine. That one, they were going for more of a Nintendo mentality while they were making the game, which then got brought over into Lost World, and it's fine. They're fine. They're functional games. To this day, I still have not beaten either version of Sonic Lost World because I just don't feel that same connection. In trying to connect with the Nintendo audience, for me as a dedicated like Sonic fan, I don't feel that same connection to it. Meanwhile, this, you can see, is unmistakably Sonic. Like, even in the Werehog sections, you still have a lot of abilities that let you just dash around, and you can just come in and swipe, and then like drill dash out, or you can, use like the cartwheel move, and various other things like that. It was unmistakably Sonic. And that's probably why this is one of my favorite games. Like, I have played the Sonic games throughout pretty much every single generation. I started with Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I played games like Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06. I played the advanced games. Later on in my life, I did end up playing the adventure games. I don't have as strong of a nostalgic connection to them, but I will say just the amount of movement potential you can get out of those games is ridiculous, and I love them for it. But I feel like later games like Sonic Lost World and Sonic Forces, you don't really feel like the passion that you do in this one. And of course, once again, I'm not saying anybody's lazy, I'm not saying anybody phoned it in, I'm not saying, they didn't want to make this game. I'm not even necessarily saying that if you like the game, you're not a biggest fan of Sonic. Like, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. I just don't get as much out of those later games that I do, this one, and Generations, Forces, I've 100%ed it, and I just don't really feel a whole lot of connection towards it. And part of that has to do with the writing. Once again, I have my misgivings about Pontac and Graf. Also, one thing that bothers me is, even if you go back and refight, Dark Gaia and Perfect Dark Gaia, the world never actually fully closes. But it does make a striking visual. To just have a chunk of the world always missing. But I digress. I'm going to wrap up my thoughts. Sonic Unleashed, amazing game. I would certainly say, if you are at all interested, try to get this game on Xbox Series X or Series S. So that way you can get a pretty smooth 60 frame experience. Once again, you can also emulate. Just please try to go supporting the official route first. But I digress. Yeah. Thank you all for joining me. This has been Sonic Unleashed, and in just 2 more days, we will be doing our last Hallowstream 2022 stream. I will have a different game. What that game is, you will have to come back in 2 days and see. But I hope you all enjoyed. Have yourselves a wonderful day, a wonderful night, whenever you're watching this. This has been Max CVA, also known as Fioko the Leader. Peace.